I have a shirt on. Just a little disclaimer. I'm looking at my monitor, I'm like, oh girl, you look like you don't have a top on. But I do. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name's Rhonda, better known as Hot Mess Momma MD. On today's video, I'm really excited because I feel like I haven't gotten to do these in a while, and they're finally starting to pick back up. But on today's video, it's another edition of Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money? What we're going to be testing out, trying out, and applying as well is the FaceCandy Unicorn Glow Highlighter Palette. It is 6 beautiful, fun highlighter shades, and I wish that I had done this a little bit ago because it was like festival season and all that, but I figure it's getting into summer, people are still doing fun shades, so it's a perfect time to do it. And to be honest with you guys, this palette had been sold out on Shop Hush's app for a very long time. It had been like hit or miss, and as always, I'm not sponsored, affiliated, partnered with, anything like that with any of the brands I'm going to be talking about. So anyways, you're probably saying, what is this supposed to be a dupe for, Rhonda? Well, y'all, let me just tell you. It is supposed to be a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette. Right off the bat, you guys can see there's no mirror, but the packaging is almost identical. So if you're interested to see if this $12 palette is a dupe for this almost $40 palette, or maybe it is 40, I don't know, then let's get started. Okay, so originally this palette did retail for almost $40 or maybe a little over. My daughter was able to pick it up at TJ Maxx for $24.99, but as you guys can see, it is a nice little 6-pan palette here that does have a shelf life of 12 months. And we all know that sometimes it goes longer than that. I mean, I got things, well, we're not going to talk about some of my palettes, but anyways, the shelf life on this is also 12 months. I will tell you guys, I was checking out how many like grams, ounces, all that good stuff is in them, and this one right here from FaceCandy does have 0.16 ounces and 4.5 grams. And as I'm looking at the Anastasia one, it looks like, as far as the weight goes, it's 4.2 grams, 0.15 ounces. So it does look like you're going to be getting more in this one. If you guys haven't checked it out already, I did do a Is It a Dupe or Just a Waste of Money with the Bad Habit Rose palette. That is probably already up. I'm not for sure. If it's not, be looking for it because it is coming up. So let's go ahead and get into the swatches of these palettes. Okay, so hopefully, I don't know, it's like I said, it's really hard to tell swatches of highlighters, but like I said, on the bottom is the Bad Habit, on top is the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, and I mean, overall, I feel like you can see that they are pretty identical. One thing about the FaceCandy ones, it doesn't take much. It does not take much of these to build up. So let's go ahead, and of course, as always, we're going to do one side of the face with the inexpensive palette, one side with the more expensive palette. So let me go ahead and get back into focus, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so on this side is going to be our FaceCandy Glow palette. If I was calling it Bad Habits, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to. But let's go ahead. I know you guys are probably like, ew, these colors are too crazy, but they're really pretty, guys. I like to go in with these 2 shades right here. They're called Enchanted and Wonder. I know it sounds funny, but I'm telling you, I am a mixer. I like to mix my highlights. So let's go ahead and go in with a little bit of Wonder, a little bit of Enchanted. Now, really, there isn't a ton of kick up. There is some. I'd be lying if I said there wasn't. Now, you definitely tap your brush. I don't know if it'll pick it up, but let's go ahead and apply. Do you guys see that? Look at that. Now, I will tell you guys, like with any highlighter, I really like to go back in with my beauty blender. It's a little bit damp, and then I just kind of push it in to kind of give it more of a melted into your skin kind of look. Do you guys see that? It's not as textured looking. Let's go in just to be fun, and let's go in with a little bit of Celestial, which is a little bit of the blue. We're going to do the exact same colors on the other side with the Anastasia one. And then, see, I mean, it's blue, but it's not like blue, you know? It's just, it's okay. Okay, and again, I'm going to blend that in with my beauty sponge. You guys see how it just melts into the skin, and that is more of my textured side. I have like a scar here and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and clean off the brush and go in on the other side with our Aurora palette, doing the same exact shades. So like I said, we're going to start off with Wonder and Enchanted. It was over here. So over here it's called Lyra and Helia, I think. So let's go in, we're going to mix those. There's like hardly any kick up in this one. Isn't that pretty? Very similar. Now I do kind of feel like with the Anastasia one, it just has this, it's a totally different formula, and it kind of blends in much nicer like right away. I don't feel like you have to put in as much effort as on the FaceCandy side, but if I'm paying double, even $24.99 is double, I kind of want it to do that for me, you know. But I do think that this side is, I think it's a little prettier. Let's go ahead, add a little of this Orion in here, which was the blue shade right here. Oh yeah, that's definitely, that's bluer. But it's still very pretty. I mean, overall, like I said, this is more of my textured side. But I mean, I kind of like this palette better. But can you get the same look with the less expensive? I mean, it's pretty close. It's a little off, but it's not, I mean, that's the FaceCandy side. Here is the Anastasia side, and I hope I'm in frame. I don't know. Let me go ahead and zoom you guys out, and we're going to talk about it. I mean, even looking at it from a distance, I think that the Anastasia side is a bit bolder, but then again, I was really kind of pushing in on that side. But I mean, overall, do they match? I think that they do, guys. I mean, I think you get the same glowy effect. I think that this one, the FaceCandy one, is a little bit more powdery, but it's still, I think, user-friendly. I mean, I have mature skin, and I think that it's looking pretty decent on my skin. So overall, do I think that this is a dupe for the Aurora palette? I do think it is a good option. Like I said in the last one, I really like Wet n Wild's their highlighters, so that might be one to dupe out against this palette. I don't know. The only one I do have from Wet n Wild is the Precious Petals, I believe it's called, and I love that highlighter. So overall, I think color-wise and shade-wise and things like that, I think that this is a good option. And do I think it's a dupe? It depends on how you look at it. If you are looking color-wise, yes, I do think it's a good dupe that way. If you are thinking formula-wise, no, I do not think this is a good formula to say matches the Anastasia one. But again, you're paying high dollar for this one versus this one. So I do think this is a good palette. I do think it's worth the $12. And I think it's a fun palette, especially with spring and summer being here. So anyways, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, please make sure to hit the like button down below and help my channel grow. As well as if you would like to see more of my content, I do upload 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So if you would like to see more of my content, please make sure to hit that subscribe button. But the only way you'll be notified is if you hit that little bell right next to the subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. So until next time, my friends, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Bye.